Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to Talk Barca. I hope you all are doing well. Today's video is something that, as you have guessed from the title, how could Barcelona's defense look like in the upcoming matches? And this is something that I have put a lot of thought into it, because given the injuries that we have right now, it's a growing list. Every day it's the same old story, someone getting injured right now. And we will be talking about the everything. How could our defense look like? Change of formations might be, change of personnel. We will be discussing about everything. So come on, let's get on with it. And first of all, guys, yes, as you have gotten from the news, as you have heard from the news, Hector Bellerin is injured. And what can I say, guys? I am devastated, I'm upset, I'm angry. Every day somebody is getting injured, and this has to stop now. And according to Hector Bellerin, he's felt some discomfort in his calf, and the club hasn't yet said about his unavailability yet. We have to wait and see how much long he's out for. Sergi Roberto is one of those players who is a doubt. He hasn't yet fully recovered from his injury, which we thought that he would have recovered from his injury, but he's still a doubt. Many reports right now are saying that he could be fit to play against Mallorca on 2nd of October. We have to wait and see whether he's fully fit to play the full 90 minutes or not. And otherwise, we all know Ronald Araujo, he's out for more than a month, 2 to 3 months. Jules Kounde probably out for 2 weeks, and we have to discuss this thing right now. And coming into the options of defense, suppose, guys, we go with our traditional 4 at the back formation, and suppose we go with 2 of our remaining centre backs, 2 of our quality centre backs, Andreas Christensen and Eric Garcia. And to be honest, guys, given the performance that Andreas Christensen and Eric Garcia have shown in the preseason, in our latest matches, I have no doubts. I have full confidence on these 2 lads on covering our centre-back spots. They have played exceptional football. Christensen, to be honest, for me, he has been very good. He has been one of those players who was very underrated. He has put in some decent and some very, very good performance. Then Eric Garcia, one of those players who has really upped his level, really has gone another level in the upcoming matches. And these are the games. I think these 2 players are going to get a lot of game time, and these 2 players have to take it with both hands. And one more player that comes into my mind is Gerard Pique now. Now, Gerard Pique, will he be getting more minutes now? Will he be able to re-establish himself again in the team? That's a big question, because there is a clause on Gerard Pique's contract that states that if Gerard Pique plays less than 35% of the remaining games, his contract could be terminated in the summer of 2023, although his contract runs up till 2024, and up till now he has played 2 out of the 8 games, which means 25% of the games he has played. But the question will be, does Xavi count on Gerard Pique, or does he doesn't, because of that clause in that contract? Gerard Pique is one of those options. But the question, guys, is right now about that right back spot. Yes, Hector Bellerin's injured, Roberto is injured, our backup right backs, Jules Kounde, Ronald Araujo, all injured. So the question will be, I'm not worried about that left back spot. I am convinced that Alejandro Balde is going to keep playing there, because the performance he has put has been really, really good. So he can play as that left back. But on the right hand side, do we go with someone of that left back? Do we go with Marcos Alonso maybe Jordi, Alba, maybe play these guys as that temporary right back solution? That can be one of the options if we go with traditionally a 4 at the back. Otherwise, if Roberto is fit, I expect Roberto to be starting on that right back spot. So, but now, guys, there's one more thought I have put in this. 2 players I will be talking about that can really step up in our defensive position, that can really play as our defensive unit, and those 2 players are Raphinha and Frenkie De Jong. And why do I say these names is because, for example, Raphinha can be someone who can play as that wing back sort of role. Wing back, he can be a wing back type of player on that right hand side. He can be really helpful down on that right hand side. And for example, if we change the formation, suppose we go with 3 at the back formation, 5 players playing on the defensive half. And yes, Raphinha, when he was at Leeds United, he played a number of matches playing as that wing back role. He played that wing back role, and when Leeds United, whenever he played that position, he was mostly defending. He was mostly in his own half. He was defending. But in Barcelona, against teams like Mallorca or maybe other teams, he will be doing a lot of attacking job. 3 at the back, we should be confined with those 3 defenders at the back. And Raphinha could be the one that can play as that wing back, and he's going to have a lot of attacking work than a lot of defensive work. He needs to do a more of attacking threat. He will be a more of an attacking threat than he will be of a defensive threat. So he can play as that right wing back. Raphinha is one of those options. And then why do I talk about Frenkie De Jong? Frenkie De Jong is, for me, I think he can be one of those players that can play as that defensive. He can be one of those defensive solutions, and I know he's not the permanent one, but whenever, guys, remember the preseason, Xavi called upon Frenkie De Jong a number of times, and whenever he called upon, I think Frenkie De Jong did a very good job, did a very solid job whenever he was called upon as that centre back. And he's, of course, an excellent ball carrier. He's excellent with the ball, with the ball on his feet, and he can drive with those balls, and he can really come up and he can have that build up, that possession centre back with the ball playing ability. That's going to be actually very good. So we might see Frenkie De Jong also playing as one of those centre backs if we switch to 3 at the back, or maybe in those tight upcoming matches, because October is a month that is filled with matches. We played 12 matches up till November, 12 matches in a span of 38 games. So surely we're going to see some changes, maybe Frenkie De Jong playing as that centre back options. So guys, this was it, discussing whether or not we can see what if it's the normal one. We see Eric Garcia, Christensen playing as the 2 centre backs. Right back could be an option. We discussed about Raphinha, Frenkie De Jong, or do we play with Gerard Pique? So that's it for today's video, guys. This was just an analysis, just a thought on what our defense could look like in the upcoming matches. But do let me know your thoughts, your comments, your analysis in the comment section, guys. What would you want to see as our defensive unit? What are your centre back pairing? Should we change our formation? Should we stick to our formation with a change in personnel, or do we stick with what we have got? Do let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comment section below. I would love to hear it. But thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, if you're new to this channel, do hit that subscribe button, like button, do all those good stuff, and tap that bell icon if you're new to this channel. But until unless, thank you so much for joining. I'll see you guys on the next one. Until unless, Visca el Barça.